guys, welcome back to another episode of RuneScape. In this one, we are going to be doing the quest Stolen Hearts. In this quest, the starting point is going to be in Draynor Village, and we're going to talk to Ozan. I've already placed ourselves in Draynor Village in front of Ozan, but I will show you guys on the map here shortly. This is going to be part of a quest series, which is going to be the Ozan series. This is going to be the first one. It is a remake of Prince Ali, which I actually really did not like that quest back in the day. So I'm kind of glad that they changed it. Fortunately for us, this is going to be another voice activated quest. So we're going to get a lot of voice activated stuff as well as features for atmospheric music, which is going to be great. You guys won't have to hear me talk through the whole thing. We have no requirements, and for required items, we only need food and combat gear. I don't think we're going to need the food because we are kind of a little over leveled over here. We got our 42 combat level, and this is supposed to be for beginners, so I think we'll be okay. Plus it says we're only defeating 3 level 2 mercenaries, which I think that might be something we can accomplish. I don't know. I guess we'll see. So right here is Ozan, so I'm going to go ahead and open up the map so you guys can see. This here is Draynor Village. Here is the lodestone for Draynor Village. So if you go to the lodestone, you're just going to go slightly south, and then we are right here. And then Ozan is standing directly in front of us right here. So we're just going to speak to Ozan to get the quest started.
Psst. Hey, buddy, over here. Yeah, you. I know you, don't I? That's it. Xenia told me about you. She said you helped stop some blood ritual in Lumbridge. Said I should watch out for you, this new up-and-coming hero. By the way, my name's Ozan. Anyway, I'm glad you stopped by. I've got a bit of a situation here, and I could use some help. An old friend of mine, Noom's his name, seems to have fallen in with a new gang setting up shop here in Draynor. When I saw him, he was acting all shifty. Wouldn't talk to me about it. I think he's in over his head. So, I need someone on the inside. I'm a bit too well known. Adventures with me tend to be a bit unpredictable. But I'm sure we'll have a few laughs along the way. What do you say?
You know what? I think I'm going to accept this quest. Came out of the blue.
Right now, Noom is holed up in the cellar of this house next to us. Knock on the trapdoor, pose as a thug, and try to get yourself recruited. Then see what you can find out about Noom. Any questions?
Tell me about Noom.
I knew him back when I was growing up in Kharid. He was a palace guard, and I was a petty thief. But we were good friends. That is until I had to, leave. Then we lost touch. I've no idea how he went from being a palace guard to joining such a violent gang. But I'd like to help him out of it, like he used to help me. He's a good man at heart.
Tell me about this gang.
They call themselves the Skulls, relatively new to the game. From what I hear, they're making a lot of waves, trying to make a name for themselves. They take jobs other more reputable outfits wouldn't touch with their blackjacks. I mean, I've got a bit of a shady past myself, but some of the things these guys do, it's just not right. This cellar they're in is the gang's secret drinking den. Great.
Great. All right, so let's head on into the room here. And we got our little cellar, so we're going to open it.
What do you want? Come on, I don't have all day.
Can I come in, please? I don't think they're going to respond to that. Open in the name of the law. They're definitely not going to open to that. Let me in or I'll poke your eyes out. We're going to go with that.
Yeah, you seem all right. Come on in.
You just got to threaten to poke their eyes out and you can go anywhere you want. Look at the guy passed out drunk. Doesn't seem like a really lively gang. You can talk to Noom over here.
Stranger.
Welcome to the scullery. I take it you're here to join the skulls, not for the atmosphere.
I was actually just talking about the atmosphere. It's really not that great.
That is to say, you're surrounded by skulls. One wrong word and your throat will be cut before you've finished saying it. That clear?
We're just gonna nod our head. We're gonna be that silent type.
Good. In which case, my new friend, you'll be wanting to pass my little initiation. It's just a few theoretical situations you might find yourself in if you pass. And if you don't pass, well, use your imagination. Now that the formalities are out of the way, first question. You see a wealthy resident leaving Draynor Market laden with goods. They stop and ask for your help carrying their goods home. Suppositionally, what do you do?
We can take their bags and keep them, carry their goods home and case the joint, make friends and get put into their will, then collect. I don't know about that. That's terrible. I think we're just gonna carry their goods home and case the joint.
Clever. You minimize risk and maximize loot. Not too shabby. Okay, now for question 2. A fellow gang member is wrongfully imprisoned. What method do you theoretically use to liberate them?
Inside a prison riot, dig a tunnel, fake their death. We're gonna dig a tunnel because I feel like that's how a lot of prisons escapes happen. I feel like you incite a prison riot and then use the tunnel you dug to get out.
That would take a long time, but it's a solid plan. And if the tunnel isn't discovered, it can be used again. Okay, final question. A stranger disrespects you in public. What do you do, hypothetically speaking?
Kick them in their hypotheticals. Have my lackeys work them over, make nice, walk away, find out where they live. I'm gonna have my lackeys work them over.
Yes, it teaches others to show you respect. Also, that you're a leader, not a follower.
Exactly.
Okay, you gave some good answers there. You've clearly got potential. A risk minimizer, I'd say, and a steady earner to boot. Don't mess up, and I can see you as an underboss. Well done. Welcome to the Skulls, recruit. Do you have any questions about the gang?
What's your role in the gang?
My role? Don't mistake me as a recruiter. I am the Skulls. This is my gang.
Oh.
Let's just say I got fed up working for the man, so I struck out on my own. And it turns out I've got a certain finesse when it comes to crime.
About the Skull's reputation.
What of it? I found that taking extreme measures is the only way to make a name for yourself. People around here know to fear us. They aren't going to put up a fight. It's not hard, though. The locals are scared of their own shadows. They're almost happy they're only being attacked by plain old humans. At least we leave them alive. Mostly.
Mostly, okay. Do you know some guy called Ozan? I feel like that's going to give it away, but we're just going to go for it.
Yeah, I know him. At least I thought I did. But then it seems everyone knows him these days. He might color himself as being on the wrong side of the law, but he's really just the jumped-up do-gooder these days. Why do you ask? Is he still skulking around Draynor? Never mind. Just stay clear of him, right? He'll pretend to be your friend until he gets what he wants. Then he'll leave you behind without a second thought. Don't trust him. You're a skull now.
Sounds like there's a lot of bad blood there. Alright, tell me what jobs you have in the works.
As a matter of fact, 3 of my best are out on a job right now. A kidnapping. It's our biggest job so far. Plus, I get the bonus of sticking it to my old employer. It's relatively risk-free, too. We've got some lady backer doing all the heavy lifting, but you don't need to know any more than that. That's enough questions for now. I've got a task for you. Don't worry, I'm not going to get you to kill anyone. Yet. Just run some supplies to my guys. I'll fill you in when we're at our HQ. This place is just where we unwind. Thing is, I'm not going to tell you where our HQ is. Consider this one final test, a practical to follow the theory. But if you can't find it, well, I guess maybe you aren't Skull's material after all.
A kidnapping? I should tell Ozan about this. Hopefully that was in his head and not out loud, because that would have been terrible to say right in front of him. Alright, so we're going to climb up the ladder and we're going to go talk to Ozan again. Maybe he knows what we should do. Ozan.
Hey, so you made it back out alive. Are you in? What did you find out?
You tell Ozan about your infiltration of the skulls. Discuss noon.
I can't believe he's the gang leader. And none too fond of me anymore by the sound of it. No wonder he wouldn't talk to me about this. I mean, I may be more than just the world's greatest thief these days, but he's still an old friend. I'd help him if I could. I wonder what happened to lead him to this. Was there more?
Discuss the kidnap.
Wait, what? He said he was sticking it to his old employer. Surely he can't mean from back when he was a palace guard in Kharid. I just can't see him doing something that serious. What are you up to, Noom? Anything else?
Discuss the theory test.
Haha, you gave him some good answers there. I'd hire you. You were just pretending though, right? Anyway, what else did Noom say?
How do we find the HQ?
This kidnap job he mentioned worries me. I want to ask him about it. He said he wants you to meet him at his gang's HQ, then run supplies to his mercs. So, it sounds like he'll be making his own way there soon. We should wait for him to surface, then follow him. That's how we'll find the HQ. Once we get him alone, I'll step in, and we can find out more about what he's mixed up in. There must be more going on. The Noom I knew wouldn't do something like this. Are you ready to trail Noom back to his HQ?
Yes, I am.
Okay, when Noom comes out, we need to keep him in our sights. But don't get too close, or else he'll spot you.
I didn't even notice, but there's a skull right there. That's cool.
I'll stick with you, but we'll hang back so he doesn't see me. If you're getting too close, or he's getting too far away, I'll let you know. I think I hear him coming. Let's do this. We should be okay here.
Oh, walk out. So we need to stay close to him, but not too close. He does make periodic stops, so he's got to make sure we don't get too close.
The shipment arrives tomorrow morning.
Who is he even talking to? There's no one even there.
Ah, Big Zilla. Tomorrow's dinner will be informant.
Hi, Big Zilla.
Your protection money is due tomorrow. Yours too, Yango.
You're threatening Diango? How dare you? That man is amazing. He holds all of our junk. Looks like we're staying at a...
Beat. Play something good.
Looks like we're staying at a pretty good distance right here at this rate. Because we haven't been told we're too close or too far, so that's good. Although I don't see how he doesn't see us right behind him. The theory, not the theory, oh, okay, okay.
He just went.
Aww.
Noom went into the old jail. We should go in and confront him. Unless you'd rather do it later.
No, I don't want to confront him later. I want to do it now. Let's go in the jail.
Okay, he went in here. Let's have a little chat with him.
It's funny that their HQ is out of a jail, though.
Well done, recruit. You found the HQ. Ozan! Recruit, now it's time for you to kill someone. Well, what are you waiting for? Unless you're working together? Damn you, I'll kill you both myself.
Oh.
No,
Look on the draw.
you're good just there. What are you up to, Noom?
Bah! Nothing you've never done, you hypocrite! When we first met, you were nothing but a thief!
But at least I have a code. There are some things you just don't do. You were a palace guard, for head's sake. What happened?
You happened! That night you snuck into the palace, they blamed me for letting you in. I was disgraced. Turfed out after 20 years of loyal service. All thanks to an impetuous boy's curiosity. And then you just left Kharid. Not a word to me.
I had no choice. They banished me. I'm sorry we lost touch. But that's no excuse for what you're doing now. Let me help you.
Help me? How? To become a good thief? A famous hero? Pah! Me and my gang are doing just fine.
You call being involved in a kidnapping fine? What's that about?
Yes? Speak up. If you have got something to say, you can share it with the whole class.
Who's this? Another of your lackeys, Noom? I have to say she's prettier than the rest of them. But you're not getting the old man, sweetheart. He's helping us out.
Oh, you are fast. But you will not stop me taking him, hero.
Hero? So you've heard of me. What am I saying? Of course you've heard of me. I'm Ozan.
Ozan the Bloody Marvelous. I know who you are. You are still a smarmy git. And now you've fallen in with this traitorous scum and his gang.
Whoa, hang on there. We're not part of his gang. And if you're not either, then who are you? No, wait, don't tell me. I know this. Those piercing jade eyes, the full soft lips, that dulcet voice. The scary-looking crossbow aimed at my heart? Is that you, princess?
Ah, do not call me that. I am not a princess.
Of course, I'm sorry. It's Lila, right? Look, I may be many things, but we aren't Noom's skulls.
Ha! You could have fooled me.
Look, Noom's men are kidnapping someone tied to Kharid. We're trying to stop it. We can work together. You have to trust us. I'm loading my bow. Don't shoot. Or you could shoot, but that would ruin my favorite shirt.
Fine. I will trust you. For now. But only because I need information too. Do not think this makes us friends. But you are too late to stop the kidnapping. The prince went missing while he was touring Lumbridge. I have followed the trail to Draynor.
Wait, what? You've kidnapped Prince Ali? I knew you'd got into some serious stuff, but this?
Finished your lover's tiff? Well, I'm not telling you a thing. Neither of you have the guts to cause me harm.
Yeah, that may be so. But you don't know my friend here. If you won't talk to me or Leela, you can talk to him.
All right, let's see. I'll find them easily enough ourselves.
Trying to attack my pride, eh? Think I might let something slip? That might work if I didn't have complete faith in my men. The 3 mercs I sent on this job are my best.
Ah, so there are only 3 of them.
They won't be alone. They'll be with... Yeah, you're not getting any more out of me.
I'll lock you up and throw away the key.
Sure, that won't be fun. But I was a palace guard for a long time. My imagination will keep my mind occupied until my men break me out.
But what if they don't come, eh? What if they just replace you? Imagine that.
Bah! I'll find a way out.
You'll dig your way out. What will you take pride in while locked up? Sure, so you have total faith in your men, but what about personal pride?
Right. Yeah. Like your love of food, Num. How much is your imagination going to feed you when all we give you is bread and water?
Now, hang on. Let's not do anything rash here. A man cannot live off bread alone. I need meat and cheese, ale, fruit, wine, coffee. Oh, gods, no, don't take away my coffee.
I think he might be an addict. If you tell us what we need to know, I'm sure your jail time can be made more palatable.
Okay, I'll talk. Just don't deprive a man of food, all right? Besides, the Skulls, we're only hired help. Our benefactor, Lady Kelly, this is her camel show.
Lady Kelly? So, you're just a pawn in all this. Noom, who is this Kelly woman?
I don't know who she is. I've never met her, only dealt with her 2 cronies, some tall guy with an eye patch and his half-wit friend. The kidnap is all Kelly's plan. My guys are just providing support to act as guides in Asgarnia and as muscle if it came to that.
And where's your crew to lead them?
It's too late to climb up on us now, Noom. Where are they?
Fine, there's a staging area directly south of here, on Draynor's coast. My men were to lead them there. There's a boat docked. Once this Lady Kelly had the prince safely aboard, we were getting paid and cutting ties.
Get to the shore, quick! There may still be time. I will join you once I have dealt with this fool.
Catch up as soon as you can, Princess. We'll wait for you at the shore due south of here. Let's go!
I'm not a princess. Alright, so we're just going to head just slightly south of the jail. And there they all are. There's the 3 mercenaries.
Everybody stop. Hand over the prince now, and I might only kill you a bit.
How does that make sense?
Not the most convincing demand, little man. Make one wrong move and I'll kill the prince now. Save us all some trouble.
Don't give them what they want.
Hold your tongue, boy. The lady's talking.
Besides, you're outnumbered and outmatched. You two don't stand a chance.
Make that 3.
She just teleported to us.
Like it makes a difference. The prince is coming with me. Try to stop us, and he dies. Apep, Heru, to the boat!
Yes, Lady Kelly.
Yeah, lady.
Skulls, kill these fools and deliver the ransom to Kharid.
That's not in our contract, love. You see, we ain't doing nothing without our money.
You will do as I command.
Let's do this!
Oh yeah, like I said, way over leveled for this. Just murdered them. We're just gonna pick up the ransom note.
Well, that's those thralls dealt with.
Yes, but Lady Kelly got away with the prince. On my watch, too.
It's not over yet, Leela. We'll get him back. I promise you that.
That's not good enough. I should have stopped them here. I failed. I have to follow after them. Father will never...
Don't be so hard on yourself. We did all we could. Kelly was just too powerful.
I know. You two must deliver the ransom message to my father. His name is Osman. He's Kharid's spy master. He will be in the palace.
Whoa there, princess. I've met your old man, remember? And he's none too fond of me. I'm not exactly welcome in Kharid these days, either. Osman would clap me in irons as soon as he caught sight of me.
Not if I tell you my passphrase. If you give him that, he will know the message comes from me. He will have to listen. The kidnap of Prince Ali is too important.
Why don't you take him the ransom message, and we'll try to track down the kidnappers? Or we could all just go together.
No, someone has to take the message to him, and I cannot face him, not after failing here. Please.
As you wish, princess.
Thank you. I am sorry I did not trust you before, but I am trusting you now. My passphrase is Hamzanama.
Hamzanama.
Do not forget it. And stop calling me princess.
Well, I guess I've got my, orders. Look, I know you've kind of been dragged into this so far, but I could really do with your help. Would you come with me to Kharid?
Yes, I will.
Good for you. Just think, it'll be something to tell your grandkids one day. The time you traveled with the amazing Ozan.
He is so full of himself.
Also, I'm not exactly welcome in Kharid these days. I could do with a friend to vouch for me. I can tell you visited Kharid before. We can use the home teleport spell to get there if you'd like. It'd save us some walking. The palace is a straight shot south of the lodestone there.
All right, so we're just gonna use our home teleport, and we are gonna head on over
Good
to
idea. I'll
Kharid.
follow you.
I wonder if I stop, if he stops too, or if he continues. He'll probably stop and follow. That's why he's slightly delayed.
Well, Kharid. Home sweet home. Sort of. Come on, let's head to the palace.
So just straight south like she said, and here we are.
The palace is under lockdown by order of the Emir. Please move along.
But we have urgent business. We must speak with Spymaster Osman immediately.
Oh, you must you? And I suppose my orders mean nothing, hmm? No one is to come in.
But we have information that the Emir needs to hear.
It's about the kidnap of Prince Ali.
What's this nonsense? The prince is safely touring around Lumbridge.
No, he is not. We just saw him being woman-handled into a boat headed for the desert.
I like what you did there, Ozan. I guess your paymasters haven't shared that little bit of intel with you, huh?
And if I'm not mistaken, his kidnappers were wearing blue and gold, the colors of Menaphos.
So it's spreading dissent and hysteria, is it? You're one of those pro-war nuts trying to stir up trouble. Go on, tell me some more. Make me arrest you.
Yes, do that. Arrest us.
Lock us up. Take us to your leaders.
Ha! Nice try. You aren't fooling me. You're not getting in that way either. I wouldn't arrest you even if you were the world-renowned thief Ozan, and you were trying to break into the Emir's very own bedroom to pinch all of his left socks.
Ah, but I am Ozan.
Now I've heard it all. Brilliant. Wait till the others hear about this one. In the meantime, you two clear off.
So we can't go in the front door, so what do we do now?
Damn, there's no way we're getting in the front door. But that guard gave me an idea. We're going to break in and find Osman for ourselves. It's not like I haven't broken into the palace before. Come on, we need to get up onto the roof of the crafting store first. It's in the northeast of the city.
Alright, so we're going to head to the northeast crafting store, which is just right here. And we need to get up onto the roof. So I'm guessing it's north of there, right? Oh, it just disappeared. I'm moving too fast, apparently. Alright, oh, there we go. That's a weird way to climb a ladder. He's standing on nothing. So you do have to wait for Ozan to finish following you, doing exactly what you just did before you can move on to the next area. So watch, once we get over there, if I just try clicking and moving, he doesn't go anywhere. You gotta wait for him. So now we're gonna slide down the awning. Next, we're going to run through this woman's bedroom. Oh.
Excuse us, coming through.
We're not thieves. We're just... No, I'm not getting off your laundry. Move your laundry off my... I don't know what that's called. It's not a tripwire. What is that? It's a washing line, but I'm just trying to think of what they call it in the circus. Whatever. Get your laundry off my washing line so I can cross. Then I won't step on your laundry. Why is the lockdown? Osman didn't say. Maybe costs of the Menaphos. Jabadi could be.
Whoa, that ladder goes up high.
I understand that. I was eavesdropping on their conversation, Osman. Calm down. Jeez, you jumped before you even stepped on the little ledge. Like, what was the ledge even there for? It's basically just a giant long obstacle course that have you heard the rumors? About the Emir? They say he's ill. Nah, I don't believe that.
Jump from the scaffold to the next building.
Stop it, Ozan. I was listening to their conversation. So impatient. I love this part. Bouncy, bouncy. Boing. Just like poof. Here I am. Ah. This says, leave it to Ozan, flagpole.
I've got this one.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't know how sturdy that is, but...
Okay, now we just need to get across to the palace.
Shimmy across the rope. Oh, that was weird. I like it. You could see his shadow, but you can't see him.
Hold up! There's a voice coming from that window. I think it's Osman.
There.
Oh. I love it. My staff is in his face. How does he not see it?
That's better. I can actually breathe over here. I find the incense gets up my nose. Among other things.
Osman, you're stalling. This situation is untenable, and you know it.
Oh, there's Jabari.
The peace between our kingdoms is shaky at best. Between the Emir's illness and the prince going missing, you need to establish some stability here.
Not missing. Kidnapped. This was a deliberate act. I wouldn't be surprised to find out that Menephos was behind it, employing politics where war has failed you. Rest assured, my people are looking into this.
Be careful with your accusations, spy master. The Pharaoh sent me here as an envoy of peace. Menephos is not in the business of kidnapping.
No, it's just warmongering and slavery these days, isn't it?
And your people had best steer clear of Menephos if they valued their lives.
Wow. That was just a straight threat.
Enough, gentlemen, please keep your tongues civil in the Emir's presence.
It is all right, Hassan. I would hear this plainly. The peace must be maintained. But my answer is no, Ambassador. No Menephite will ever sit on Al-Kharid's throne, even if only as custodian. You would leave your city leaderless? I am not dead yet, Jabari. And even if I were, leaders would rise, be they of royal blood or not.
Indeed. Menephos's pharaoh is proof of such.
How dare you!
Osman, you shall not insult our guest like this.
He threatens and insults us, but Osman can't do the same to them? That makes no sense.
Oh, then how should I insult him?
Osman.
I am sorry, Emir. Ambassador, my most sincere apologies.
Even without myself or my son, Al-Kharid is strong. You have my answer. Very well, wise one. I shall take it back to my pharaoh. Hassan, please see our guest out.
After you, Ambassador.
You shouldn't have riled up Jabari so much.
Oh, but it's so much fun.
Indeed it is. Now, forget what I told Jabari. The truth is I have little time left. I am dying, old friend.
I feared as much.
If my son is not safely returned to succeed me, men of us will declare war again. Find my son and bring him home. At any cost.
At any cost, Emir? Even if the ransom is to be the Kharid Ib?
No, never. The Kharid Ib belongs in Al-Kharid, and here it must stay. If that is the ransom, you must find another way.
It's just a diamond, Emir.
I have my reasons.
But it's your son.
And you have your orders.
Yes, Emir. I will not fail you.
Whoa! Did you hear that? Things are worse than we thought. But I remember now. The ransom's not for the Emir's actual heart. It's referring to a diamond. I saw it once when I was a boy. In fact, it's part of the reason I was kicked out of Al-Kharid. The Kharidib, it loosely translates to the heart of the sun. That's what the kidnappers want. But if the Emir won't let us take it, then maybe we should just not ask.
Typical Ozan.
More brickwork.
Ah. I love these random few bricks on the wall, but yet they're nowhere else. Look at the kitty. Alright, and then we're going to head on over here to the skylight.
I'll tie off a rope.
Whee!
Okay, the diamond's in that contraption at the back of the room. But it's locked up tighter than the business end of a camel. And I should know. I've had first-hand experience.
With the camel?
To clarify, that's first-hand experience with the diamond.
Good clarification.
Problem is, I never did figure out how to get the diamond out. I think it has something to do with those head scales in the middle of the room. Have a look around. See what you can find. Maybe there's something in those chests that'll help. Don't just yank it open. It might be booby-trapped. Pull that sticky out thing first. Yeah, that one. Then jiggle the doohickey and... Bingo!
You find a scroll within the chest.
What does it say? Does it help? Let me know if you need any help figuring it out.
There's a whole history of the Kharid Ib here. One part of it seems particularly relevant. Oh god, that's a lot. A heavy heart. The desert god, Het, granted the Emir 2 requests only. The Emir thought for a moment before asking Het to pick up 3 ambassadors in each hand. Yet, Het could discern no difference in weight between them. The Emir then asked Het to pick up 2 of the remaining ambassadors, 1 in each hand, but again found no difference. The Emir had used up his requests. The 9th ambassador, the guilty party, had not been weighed and believed himself free of justice, but the Emir knew otherwise. All others had been weighed and found equal, so you must carry the heavy heart of guilt, the thief protested. But to prove his accusation, the emir sliced open the thief's belly and out poured the diamond. Okay, so here's Het. So these must be the ambassadors. So you have to weigh them. I think he said that this one is the heavyweight. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. And then boop. Yep, so heavyweight is on that side, so it's not any of those three. We can take these three back. And we'll move this one over here and put this one here. So they're equal weight, so this is the one we want. You have completed 2 weighings and the scales are locked in place. Drag the weight you believe is the heaviest to the inventory icon. So, the one, that one. So now we need to place the weight right here. So we can get the Kharid. Place weight. There we go.
Someone's in the vault. Guards, get this door open.
Oh, is that a parrot saying intruder?
There's no reason for alarm, Emir. Whoever's in there is trapped.
Quick, we have to get to the roof before... They cut the rope!
Please, don't leave on my account. Not that you'd get far.
Osman! Old buddy! Long time no see. This isn't what it looks like.
Really? Because what it looks like is me catching the so-called master thief, Ozan, who's attempting to steal the Kharid for a second time.
Yeah, well... okay, it is what it looks like.
Guards, take them away.
Wait! We're stealing the diamond to save the prince.
Hold. Explain.
We were investigating a gang in Draynor.
We found out they were involved in the prince's kidnapping, so we tried to intervene. Your daughter was there.
Leela?
Yes. She helped us, but the kidnappers got away.
We came straight here to warn you, to pass on the ransom note.
And yet I find you in here.
Well, we did try the front door first, but...
The palace is in lockdown, so we, used a different entrance.
Ha! So I see.
Okay, sure, so we broke in. But on our way in, we overheard the Emir ordering you not to trade the diamond.
And you guessed it. That's what the kidnappers want.
So you thought you'd just ignore the Emir's orders and steal it?
Those are your orders, not mine. I'm no soldier. I'm not even an Al-Kharid citizen anymore, if you remember.
Yes, and if you remember, that's due to a situation very much like this one. Do you have anything to back up this little story?
Yes. Leela gave us her passphrase.
Ah, it's true she would only freely give such information to an ally, and only in dire circumstances. Passphrase, I'll be more inclined to believe you.
Oh, what was it again?
I think it was Hamza Namia.
Okay, let's for a moment say I believe you. Why did Leela not return with you?
She, stayed to track the kidnappers.
She pretty much ordered us here to get some aid.
Ha! That certainly sounds like her. But you must know my orders mean I cannot allow you to leave with the diamond. Hand it over. Now follow me. You can tell your little tale to the Emir.
Well, Osman, who's in my vault?
Emir, may I present our two intruders?
My son. Is this him? Is he returned? Come closer, boy. I can't see you from here.
I am sorry, Amir. I am not your son, but I do bring news of him.
Ozan recounts your journey so far to the Emir.
And that is why we must take the diamond, Emir.
Without it, the prince, your son, will die.
Osman, I gave you your orders. Did you think these two might convince me where you did not? I am not one of your assets to manipulate. The Kharid stays here. No exceptions.
I am sorry, Emir. That was not my intention.
But you agreed with us, Osman. You said yourself it is just a diamond.
The Emir's word is law. Come, let us leave him to his rest.
No!
Calm Ozan down. Ozan, maybe we should just go.
We're not leaving until we've convinced you. I don't understand, Emir. How can you be so callous?
Do not presume to judge me, child. I love my son, but I also love my people, and they must come first. It is not for you to understand. If, as you say, you wish to save my son, then I beg you to do so, but you are not taking my heart.
Hassan, do something. There is nothing to be done. The Emir has passed. If Menefos hears of this before the prince's return, we are lost.
No! I didn't mean for... Did I do this?
Don't be absurd, Ozan. You heard yourself. He was dying.
I know, but... I need some air.
Good idea. In fact, you should all go. I must attend to the Emir's last rites. Before you say anything, I hold neither you nor Ozan accountable for the Emir's death. He has been ill for a long time. Where did Ozan go, anyway?
I think he went out for some air.
The Emir was a direct man, and yours were words he needed to hear. In light of the situation, I am also ignoring your attempted theft, but don't get any ideas. I am the spy master here, and it falls to me to form a plan of rescue. Although I may have need of you and Ozan once I have done so, please tell Ozan that his past deeds are forgiven. He is free to return as a citizen of Al-Kharid. And as for your part in this, the city of Al-Kharid rewards you.
Awesome. So we finally completed Stolen Hearts. So for this, we got 3 quest points, 250 combat XP lamp, 250 agility XP lamp from Osman. Oh, it's only for members. Oh, no. A 250 thieving XP lamp from Osman, also members. A constitution lamp, 2,500 coins. Talk to Noom in Draynor jail for 4 thief titles. All right. So we lose out on... Hey, we got a level. Let's go. Let's just put that into Constitution as well. Why not? Look at that. Alright, so we are actually going to head on over to Draynor real quick, and we're going to see if we can't get ourselves our first title. Right, here we are at the jail. Now all of a sudden there's jail guards. We're just gonna go on in and we're gonna talk to Newman, see if we can't get ourselves a title.
Oh, it's you. The Dawn. Look, I don't like you, and I'm guessing you don't like me. I don't regret my actions, but if you see Ozan, at least tell him I'm sorry.
All right, let's see here. I think if we go to titles, it might be in there. The real, the stuffed. Oh, okay, so it just gives us all of them, so we could choose which one we want. So we got Artful Dodger, the Enforcer, Dawn, and the Swindler. We're gonna go for Dawn because that's what he called us. So I think based off of the answers we gave, that's gonna be the one that fits us, which I think means boss. So that's awesome. We're gonna go ahead and apply that, and we are now Dawn Rikir Varga. All right, and in this one, I actually have something different I'd like to do. I am going to do a different type of grinding. We're gonna get some prayer levels, and I did read into this really cool way of gaining prayer, which is just south of Lumbridge. And it's free prayer experience too, so we're not having to spend any money, considering we have been selling all of our bones, which we could have used to get prayer levels, but we have not. So this is it here. So what we do is, I don't even know, because I've never actually done this before, so we're gonna learn this together. You need Charm Sack to collect corruption. Isindir will be able to give you one. Okay, so we're going to talk to her. Greetings, stranger. Have you been sent to help us in the fight to purify this area from the invading corruption? Yeah. I am so glad. We need everyone we can get. I can only hope that you will still want to help when I have given you more details. What is happening here? Our beautiful land has been contaminated by the horror. It must be stopped. Is there any other help that I can give you? What is that thing? It is a creature of nightmare. I do not know its name and do not wish to. It is an abomination. It must be stopped. What kind of creatures is it? Again, I do not know. It has been growing in this area for many years, warping the land into dark morass you see here. That is why I call it the Grotesque. If it's been here for many years, why is there no evidence of it? Oh, there was. Have you ever been to the tunnels beneath these swamps and seen the hands reaching from the walls? They were the first evidence of this horror. Why didn't you do something back then? Ah, if we had known then what we do now, perhaps we could have salvaged some of this area, stopped the growth of the monstrosity. My mentor, Agrum, came to study the area when we heard about the hands. For all his wisdom, he had no way of knowing the extent of evil here. What did he do? For some time, he studied the hands and the surrounding area, but without knowing how insidious the creature was, he thought it was safe, that it wasn't growing, that it wouldn't hurt us. So he sent me, his apprentice, to watch over the area. By the time I realized the extent of the danger, it was too late. Go on. When it becomes clear it was growing in power, I called Agrum to investigate. It was clear to Agrum that the corruption in the area had grown and that unchecked it could destroy the area. So he sent away to seek help fighting the beast. Where did he go? He went to visit some druids he'd heard of far from here. He never said where exactly, only that they had some radical ideas. Those were the hardest times, being here with the evil growing, not knowing when or if Agrum was going to come back. But he did? Yes, after many months he came back. This was only a few days ago. He came with some of the druids he'd spoken of. Wide-eyed, feral men in tattered robes, carrying the 4 pillars you see here between them. Agrum was very ill when he got back. He was an old man and the journey had taken its toll. Also, the prince he paid for the druids' assistance was high. What cost? I realize I said prince, it's price. I cannot bring myself to speak of that now. Suffice to say that he died in the cause of protecting the land. Perhaps later we will speak further on this. What did the druids do? The druids did not speak, not even to Ogrim. They just set up the pillars in the formation you see and dug the channels. When they had finished, they simply left. I spent most of the time with Ogrim. He was explaining to me how the pillars can be used to force back the evil. Is there any other help that I can give you? Who are you? I am Yasandria, guardian of the Nexus. It is my responsibility to make sure the monstrosity trying to break through doesn't get out to spread its evil elsewhere. What is this Nexus? It is the point at which the creature is trying to break through the surface, but also where it is at its weakest, its most exposed. Is there any other help I can give you? How can I help? Faith is the answer. The creature is a being of malice and evil, a scar on our land in this way. It holds the seed of its own destruction. The reason is polluted the area is that it cannot survive in pure conditions. So we purify the land. Even better, with our faith and strength of spirit channeled into the pillar, we can purify the corruption that is spewing forth and feed it back to itself, purifying it from the inside out. In this way, we will destroy the beast and remove its foul grip on the land. Alright, is there a way to speed up the process? We have found that the effect of the purification is much stronger if each of the pillars is channeling a different aspect. This seems to amplify the purity that we are sending into the Nexus, and I can feel the evil there recoiling. There is, however, a side effect to this. What are the side effects? When it gets angered, it uses this energy to break through the Nexus. It rarely gets far, usually just interrupting the foul for a few moments, but sometimes go on. It emerges, showing its unspeakable face. You must be ready to banish it with every ounce of your will if this happens. It cannot be allowed to break free. Is there anything else I can give you? How does it work? The Nexus, where that thing is trying to break through, is the key. Its corruption, the power it uses to taint the land, escapes. If we collect this corruption, the foul orange cloud, we can feed it back to it through the pillar. In order to use this pillar, you need to use the power of prayer. How does prayer help? This is simpler than it sounds. Each bowl on the pillar is attuned to a different aspect of the spirit. Order, chaos, battle, fealty, for which everyone has the potential. All you have to do is muster your strength of will, holding the necessity aspect firmly in your heart as you pour the corruption into the bowl, and the pillar will do the rest. Your spiritual strength will increase as you do this. How do I collect the corruption? I can give you a charmed sack that has been woven to allow it to hold the corruption. This is the greatest skill that I learned as apprentice to Ogrim. Would you like a charmed sack so you can collect the corruption? Yes, I would. There you go. Is there anything else that I can give you? Not now. I wish you luck and hope that you will work hard to aid this land. Okay, so we could just collect the corruption. Does it have like a oh, check contents. So 3 out of the possible 15. So it collects up to 15. So far, it doesn't seem like a whole lot of experience. Okay, so the sacks is purified using the bowl on the pillar. So then purify corruption, fealty. Ah, that's where you get most of your experience from. So then that'll do that 15 times. Okay, I'm going to do all 4 pillars and then I will see what happens then. I want to thank you all for watching. This video is going to be a little bit longer than usual. That quest did take a while. I want to at least finish every quest start to finish before ending the video. I don't want to have multiple videos, so some videos may be longer than others depending on how long it takes to complete the quest. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate everything that you guys do, and I will catch you next time.